I'm Sean Smith. I'm the founder of Elite Coaching University. I've been coaching and training coaches for well over 15 years now. And in this video, I'm going to share with you what I believe to be the best marketing automation platform specifically for coaches. And I'll give you a quick hint. It's that one. Now, I hope you're not asking if you should do marketing. You can't build a business if you don't market. But automated marketing is something different, and it intimidates some people, so you gotta have a platform that is simple to use and easy to do all the things that you want it to do, but it also has to be capable of managing the consumer demands in today's world. So with our marketing, we really have to take care of people. We have to understand them. We have to know what their interests are, and we have to give them content as a coach that relates to their interests. Not only their interests, but their previous behavior. So this platform that I'm gonna share with you has the ability to handle all of your sophisticated marketing needs so that you can focus on what you do best, which is taking care of your subscribers and clients, generating content, getting your message out into the world, and GetResponse will help you build the business on the back end. So let's talk a little bit more in detail about why you need marketing automation. Without automation, you simply cannot scale your business beyond your personal capacity. So you don't want to have to be answering all the emails that people have of you or constantly answering the most common questions. You need a platform that can do all of that for you so you can stay in your genius zone. And not only is it a best practice, but people actually expect and demand behavior-based marketing nowadays. So the reality is we live in a world where Netflix and YouTube and other platforms like this have created a certain mindset in our consumers. Go to YouTube and you get the suggested videos on the side based on all the other videos you've watched. Go to Netflix and you get suggested shows and programs based on all the other shows and programs that you've watched. So not only is it important for us to be able to do this as a marketer, but the customers demand it now such that if you don't do it, you're going to turn them off. You can't afford to not fulfill an expectation that the market has. So for that reason, you have to be able to give them content based on what their interests are, what emails they've already opened, what links they've already clicked, what content they have already consumed, etc. Otherwise, you're just gonna lose them. Now, when it comes to building an automated business, what are the actual components that are necessary specifically for coaches nowadays? There are 6 of them. First of all, you need landing pages. You need to be able to make opt-in pages, thank you pages, and sales pages. You need to be able to create automated email campaigns, welcome emails, thank you emails, nurture emails where you're sending people your content. You need a shopping cart, some way to be able to take money. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to ever get clients. Nowadays, I highly suggest you use surveys to constantly ask your crowd what they want to hear from you and what are the challenges that they're dealing with. And people love taking surveys nowadays to get some kind of a diagnosis, whether it's based on their personalities or based on their behavior, and then obviously a prescription to help solve their problems. Another thing that people enjoy and really have come to expect is webinar learning. Webinars are still a very powerful way for people to consume information, and plus they're already on their computer or their phone. So if you want them to go to certain websites, it's easy to provide a link for them to click and purchase a program or consume whatever content you want them to consume. And finally, you want to be able to do what's called if this, then that workflows. Now, what's great about GetResponse? It can do all of this. So let me take you inside the platform here and just give you a little bit of a tour of all the different features that you can use to build your business. The first one is email marketing. This is an absolute must. You need a way to communicate with your subscribers via email. With GetResponse, you can do regular text email or you can do drag and drop HTML emails. You'll see there are tons and tons of pre-designed templates that you can start with. They're organized by various categories, or you can build your own. Now, one of the cool things for coaches is that we've created pre-designed templates for you. So instead of starting from scratch, you can start with these templates that are proven to be successful with copy and the design elements, and then obviously just edit them to put in your individual information. So you can create any kind of email communication that you'll need. Once you have the emails designed, you can put them into autoresponders so that they can go out to your customers automatically. This feature is called automation. And what you do in here is you create workflows. A workflow is basically a flow chart for a customer journey. This workflow here is created off of a webinar invitation. So they'll get sent this webinar invite. If they open the webinar, they'll follow this track on the left here with the green check marks. They'll be assigned a certain tag. They'll be added points to their customer record. That's a way that you can keep track of how engaged people are. We'll check to see if they actually registered for the webinar itself. If they did, they'll get a webinar reminder email. If they didn't, we'll send them a different email to try to get them to register for the webinar. And then once the webinar happens, if they purchase the program, they'll get the purchase tag and get sent a thank you for your order email. If they didn't purchase the program, we can send them another sales email. We can put them into another workflow. We can put them on another list. We can put them in another funnel. But all of this is designed based on the customer's behavior. And so you can see if they don't open the first email, we can send a second message. If they didn't open that email, we can move them to a totally different list. We can add a certain number of points. If we did capture them and they signed up for the webinar, then we can pull them right back over here and follow them again. So these workflows are really dynamic, but they're also very simple to put together. If we go to create our own workflow, you can see that you can build one from scratch, and it's a simple drag and drop editor. You can start with a condition like clicks on a link, and whatever action you want to attach to that, you just drag it into the workspace here and connect it to whether they did that action or whether they didn't do the action, etc. And of course, there are tutorials to walk you through how to do all of this, as well as all of these pre-designed workflows that you can start with if you'd rather do that. Back in the dashboard here, GetResponse has the ability to create, deliver, and track your webinars now. And this is great because now you don't have to have an external webinar company that will hopefully integrate with your platform. Everything is delivered right here inside of GetResponse. There's a simple and powerful CRM component so you can manage all of your customers in your database. This tool, AutoFunnel here, is my favorite because this is how you create automated campaigns to either build your list, get people on your webinars, or sell products. This is a very simple list building campaign. Up at the top, we have a landing page for a free ebook giveaway. Once they opt into the list, they get sent this welcome email, and we can see how our list grows down here at the bottom with this particular campaign. Here's a sample webinar campaign. You can see at the top of this funnel, we have a webinar landing page asking them if they want to attend. They join the list. GetResponse collects all of the conversion data here. They get a welcome email giving them a little bit of more information about the webinar and the link to click to join the webinar. The webinar is delivered, and after the webinar, they're sent to a landing page. And on that landing page, you can have a link to some kind of an offer if you're selling something on the webinar, or some sort of piece of content that you want them to consume. My suggestion is going to be that anytime you put people into a webinar, there's some sort of offer where they can join your community and become a customer. And again, down at the bottom, it will track the performance of this funnel. And the last one I'll show you is a sales funnel. This is my favorite one because it's specifically designed to generate revenue and create customers. Up at the top of this funnel, you see a landing page, again with an ebook, all the conversion data right there. And this funnel is a little bit more built out inside the autoresponder. So we've got a welcome email going right away, but then the next day there's a sales email about the program. There's another sales email going a couple days later. We've got another email loaded to sell the program from a different angle. There's really no limit to the amount of emails you can send to nurture your prospects once they get into this funnel. And that's the way to really take care of people, find out what they're interested in, find out what links they're clicking, and give them offers that are based on what they want. So all of those emails are automatically connected to the sales page. As people go to the page, you've got all of the conversion data that's going to be collected by GetResponse. And then at the bottom, you can see how much money has been generated by this particular funnel. Now, as I said, you need web pages, obviously nowadays online, to build your coaching business, and GetResponse has an unlimited capability to create any sort of landing page that you want. Again, tons of templates to choose from with all the different categories, or you can build it from scratch if you are especially brave, or you just know exactly what you want and none of the templates match. And we have pre-designed coaching templates, again, for you so that you know you're starting with something that works. And finally, we have all the forms and surveys that you can design and deliver and track inside of GetResponse here so that you can constantly engage with your crowd, ask them what they're interested in, and give them what they want. So I think you can see that GetResponse has all the components that you'll need in one easy to use, all-in-one system. Now, I've been coaching for 15 years, and all this time I've had to integrate a bunch of different platforms. Some of them work well together and some of them don't, which is so frustrating at times. But GetResponse is the first company that I've seen that brings all of the necessary components together in one simple to use system. So that concludes our tour of GetResponse. I think it's amazing. I suggest all the coaches that I talk to use it, especially if you're a new coach. You gotta make life easy on yourself, and GetResponse is the best way to do that for all of your marketing needs. So if you have any questions for me about the content or anything else related, go ahead and leave a comment or a question below, and either myself or somebody on the team will answer it. You can get a free 30-day trial by clicking the link in the description of this video. You'll get access to all of the features, all of the pre-designed templates specifically for coaches. And I know you're gonna find that GetResponse makes marketing more simple so that you can stay in your genius zone, you can focus on what you're good at, and not get frustrated with all of the back-end stuff. So I hope you'll join the community of GetResponse users if you're not already a part of it. I look forward to hearing how we can help support you grow your business, both mentally as well as in terms of the strategies that you need to use to build your business, as well as the technology, the platform, the mechanics of building a solid business. I'll talk to you soon.